Ladies and gentlemen, you know, here on this stream, maybe 6 months to a year ago, I don't know, because I'm losing track of time. I'm old. Don't ever get old, chat. There was a tweet that went viral that I covered on this stream about the Horizon series, Horizon Forbidden Dawn, as well as Horizon Forbidden West, the series. And in the tweet, this gentleman proclaimed that Horizon is the first industry plant video game because it seems to be everywhere, although nobody ever talks about it. From my understanding, this series has sold well, but is it in the zeitgeist? Is it in the conversation ever in terms of great PlayStation exclusives? Not really. Everybody agrees, like, it's cool. It's a cool game, but like it's not anywhere in terms of S tier echelon. I like what they did with Forbidden West with the whole conspiracy theory with the humans and the aliens and stuff. I don't want to spoil too much, but I'm curious to see where they go with the third game. But like from a gameplay standpoint, it's pretty much Tomb Raider with robot dinosaurs. Like it just never really, it's another game where within like the first couple hours, you can kind of turn your brain off. It's another open world kind of, you know, knock off a million things off the map type of games. It's just okay. It's a solid 8 out of 10, both games. But when they brought up on Twitter that this game was an industry plan, I'm like, come on, bro. What are you talking about? What does that even mean? How do you even make an industry plant video game? Because video games take millions of dollars to make. It's not like making an industry plant music artist, right? Where you could just shove them in front of people. But over the last year, we've gotten the announcement of a Horizon movie. We've gotten the announcement of, not an announcement, but the release of a Lego Horizon game. There have been all these like toys, and it's just been mad Horizon shit everywhere. And I'm just like, why out of all the Sony properties is this one getting pushed? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm here to say that maybe I'm starting to believe that the Horizon series is an industry plant because, ladies and gentlemen, we have another Horizon announcement, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who the fuck asked for this game. I'm not saying it's gonna be bad, but randomly yesterday, it was announced Horizon Steel Frontiers. It's going to be an MMORPG set in the Horizon world, coming to iOS, Android, and playable on PC. Translation: microtransactions. I'm not gonna lie, anytime I see a new game announced and I see that combination of PC and mobile as the primary platforms, I get Genshin Impact vibes. I get the vibe this might be a gacha game, and I'm hoping that it's not. But according to this tweet from this gentleman Shinobi, shout out to Sleepy Lou with the super chat. Appreciate you.
Pride loves to super chat my ear off. Shut up, stupid little girl.
Yo TBH. What shoes do you use for cardio?
I use Brooks. I wear Brooks.
In the market for better running shoes.
Brooks and Hoka's, you can't go wrong with those. So it's been in development by NC Soft in collaboration with Guerrilla. So it's not Guerrilla Games, the ones who are behind the Horizon series making it. It's another company, NC Soft, which is, I believe, a Korean company known for microtransactions. Designed specifically for mobile, aka microtransactions. Share the frontier with thousands of other players and undertake large-scale raids, battle the series' signature mechanical beasts, or compete with other rival tribes for resources. So there's PvE and PvP to be confirmed. Shout out to Tate with the sub, fake popular franchise. I don't know. For a game that sold millions of copies, I don't see nobody talking about it, and I do think that's weird. Players assume the role of machine hunters, chasing opportunity for in the advanced combat system. Takes place in a region called the Deathlands, inspired by Arizona and New Mexico. That sounds about right. Deathlands, Arizona, New Mexico. What are those known for? It's known for extreme dry heat, large 100-foot scorpions, and meth heads. I like that. I like that. Features custom character creator. That's cool. And new mechanics for fighting. Yeah, and big ass lot lizards. Yeah, they got Godzilla out there too. Meth head fentanyl Godzilla. New mechanics for fighting machines, like picking up dropped weapons from beasts and carrying them on mounts to use them in later fights. There is an official trailer. Let's check it out. Let's see what we're talking about here. I feel like I haven't gotten into a new MMO in a while. I wonder if this will be the one. Damn, this one's 10 minutes long. They finna break this bit down. That means they've been working on it.
Returns. Sabretooth returns to mash.
Shout out to J-Mo Hart with the sub. Appreciate it.
Cool.
More live service. Said, is that a woman? Woke? Fucking incels will look at this shit and they'll be like, a woman fighting a robot, 100-foot robot bear? That's fucking woke. A woman wouldn't do that. Nigga, nobody would. It's a fucking robot bear. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Get your head out your ass. Oh, shit. Yeah, is this like, some of you are seeing Monster Hunter. I wonder if it is like this. They better show some gameplay. I haven't watched this yet. Transition was clean. It was clean. These are all elements we've seen in the single player game. I just want you to know, if the game looks anything like this, you're looking at the PC version. I want y'all to know the mobile ain't gonna look like this. Yeah, I think Sony's trying to publish their own Monster Hunter. Because if you're doing raids with people, you're right. You mean console, not mobile? No, it's only coming to PC and mobile. I don't know why, because it's a PlayStation exclusive. You would think it'd be on PlayStation at least, but it's only coming in PC and mobile. Yeah, Robo Monster Hunter, Clanker Hunter. That's what they should call it, Clanker Hunter. You buying Steam machines for this? Because PlayStation players don't buy games? That's real, that's real. Might be that. All right, show some gameplay. Steel Frontiers. Is this coming to the Steam machine? If it's on PC, it will run on the Steam machine, guys.
NC소프트의 김택진입니다. 여러분께 NC의 새로운 프로젝트 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스를 마침내 선보일 수 있게 되어 기쁘다 생각합니다. 2017년 호라이즌 제로던을 만났을 때 매력적이고 생동감 넘치는 그 세계에 저는 바로 빠져들었습니다. 거대한 기계 생명체와의 전투에 흥분을 감출 수 없었고 미스테리한 내러티브는
I will say I think it's funny that game developers are developing games for more mobile games than, like, these niggas rather make games for the iPhone 17 than the PS4. That shit is fucking great, isn't it?
저의 호기심을 자극하며 그 세계 끝까지 가게 만들었습니다. 하지만 동시에 이 재미 가득한 세계를 홀로 모험해야 한다는 점은 아쉽게 느껴졌습니다. 이런 세계에서 다른 사람을
thrilling it would be to meet others. What is this frame rate? What the fuck is this? Is this in-game footage?
기계 생명체와 전투를 한다면 그 얼마나 재미있을까? 그런 상상을 하며 기계 생명체라면 판타지 몬스터보다 훨씬 새롭고
Horizon Zero Frames.
신이 있었습니다. 이 매력적인 세계관을 바탕으로 MMO를 만들고 싶었던 거죠. 마침내 그 꿈을 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스로 이루게 되어 오늘 여러분께 처음 소개해드리게 되었습니다.
Speaking of Steam Machine, maybe it's just me, but I'm not entirely grasping the point of buying a hybrid console PC. All right, I explained it on my announcement video. The Steam Machine is for people who want to get into the Steam ecosystem, but they don't want to build a PC. It's really that simple. They want a simple configuration.
Every time a sub
Because
returns,
regardless if you build the PC or not, the Steam ecosystem is superior to every online experience. Free online multiplayer, the sales, you can record clips, take screenshots. You can do all that shit you can do on PlayStation and Xbox, but for free. So that would be the benefit. It's just an easy way to get into PC gaming.
호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스는 NC에게
But
새로운
what about pre-builds? Pre-builds are expensive. I predict it will be cheaper.
도전이자 앞으로 펼쳐질 새로운
There had to be a YouTube comment.
NC
Yeah, it's a PC for console gamers, real shit.
협력하여 만들어낸 새로운 호라이즌을 기대해 주시기 바랍니다.
And I've been getting mad videos from people on TikTok saying they're super excited about it. They didn't want to build a PC, they're buying this. They're literally buying it for what I just said.
Director at Guerrilla. And I also lead our art and animation teams. And I was the one who originally came up with the concept of the Horizon franchise. Now, Horizon is incredibly special to me and to everyone at Guerrilla. This world we've poured our hearts and souls into is a place where humanity, nature, and technology are constantly colliding. It's become a vibrant and living world, full of stories, tribal
Yeah, this is definitely PC footage. This will not look like this on the iPhone 12, guys.
cultures, and of course,
And it
those
damn for sure not going to look like this on the
animal-like machines that rule the land. From the very beginning of creating this franchise, we've imagined the Horizon universe as one that could be experienced in many different ways. Horizon Steel Frontiers is a full-fledged MMORPG that NCSoft has built specifically for mobile. Now, with Steel Frontiers, you can step into this world anywhere, anytime. Players take on the role of machine hunters, chasing opportunity in a region called the Deadlands. This is inspired by Arizona and New Mexico. You're sharing the frontier with thousands of other players.
Yo, this frame rate is killing me. I know it's early footage, but I hope this is not anywhere near the final build.
Sometimes working together to take down machines, and other
This is
times
rough.
competing with rival tribes. Or fighting over resources. And that mix of cooperation and competition creates moments that you could never script. Now, at the heart
So they're making a Monster Hunter
is the
competitor.
search for the balance between humanity, nature, and technology. And sometimes that's harmony, sometimes that's conflict. But it always creates a world filled with mystery and beauty. What we want players to feel is the world's resilience and its hope. And that even when everything seems overwhelming, humanity can adapt, it can survive, and finds meaning in the world. We've already had groups of guerrillas playing Horizon Steel Frontiers.
So, quick question: if someone asked you what platform do you play on, and they ask console or PC, and you have a Steam machine, what would you tell them? You tell them PC. It's a PC. Steam, it runs Steam OS. You would be running through Steam. I'm sorry, but this IP is not interesting to me. I thought the story in Forbidden West was interesting, and I like Silas as a villainous character. I think the biggest issue with the Horizon series is the protagonist is not interesting, but like the whole conspiracy in the Forbidden West series, I am curious to see where they go with the third one. It could be potentially fire if it pays off.
Together in the office, and it's really amazing.
Yeah, but the biggest problem is Aloy. She's not interesting.
On an early gameplay test, what really stands out is Steel Frontier's distinct tone and atmosphere. It has a unique
Aren't all
identity
aren't all boss fights in Monster Hunter scripted? No.
and that's been brought to life by NCSoft developers. But it fits perfectly with the Horizon universe, and that balance between
Okay, it looks like it's running better there.
and something fresh that really excites me about this project.
The problem is it's not a buff chisel white man.
안녕하세요. 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스의 총괄 프로듀서 이성구입니다. 이 프로젝트를 세상에 처음 선보이게 되어 조금 긴장되기도 하지만 동시에 굉장히 설레네요. 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스의 핵심 컨셉은 한마디로 압도적인 사이즈의 기계를 공략하는 즐거움입니다. 거대한 기계를 공략하는 재미는 원작 호라이즌 시리즈가 가진 가장 큰 매력이었잖아요.
Yep.
저희는 이 이 경험을
Said hunting big monsters is one of the big appeals of the original series. This is a Monster Hunter competitor then. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do different though.
MMORPG의 영역으로 확장시키고 있습니다. 가장 중점을 두고 있는 부분은 MMORPG에 맞는 새로운 전투 경험을 설계하는 것입니다. 먼저
The world is cool as fuck. I think the world in this is cool. Like I said, this game's biggest problem is the protagonist is just boring.
예를 들어 기계 몬스터의 특정 부위를 파괴한 뒤 풀캐스트를 활용해 순식간에 접근하여 올라타 파괴한 부위에 함정을 설치하고 상태 이상 효과를 부여할 수 있고요. 전투 중에 기계 몬스터가 드랍한 무기를 마운트에 싣고
I might fuck around and like this just because I thought the combat in Monster Hunter was kind of eh. The combat in this when you're like hunting the monsters is pretty good in the first two games.
다른 전투에 활용하는 방식도 가능합니다. 거대 기계 공략의 중심에는 협력과 전략,
Especially with the way you had to take off their armor off their bodies to break them down.
거대 기계 공략 과정에서 유저들은 각자의 역할을 수행하고 전략적으로 행동해야 하며 유기적으로 협력해야 합니다.
Melee looks way better. It does. Shout out to Too Easy with the sub.
이러한 전투 방식과 설정들은 대규모 전투에서 훨씬 더 빛을 발하게 됩니다. MMORPG만이 주
I hope they introduce new creatures and it's not a repeat of the first two games though.
호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스에서는
Well, all we see is repeats.
저희는 여러분들이 각자의 개성을 마음껏 표현할 수 있도록 커스터마이징에 많은 공을
If I kept up with where the wind meets, now that game
아주
looks
세밀한
ass.
부분까지 직접 조절할 수 있도록 말이죠. 먼저 캐릭터 생성 과정에 호라이즌 원작의 부족 컨셉을 녹여냈습니다. 노라, 테낙스, 우타르, 오세람 등 다양한 부족 중 선호하는 부족을 선택해 캐릭터를 생성할 수 있죠. 저희는 유저분들이 원하는
Nice
내용을
little
최대한
character
구현할 수
creator.
있도록 높은 자유도의 커스터마이징을 제공할 계획입니다. 얼굴, 체형, 헤어, 메이크업 등 기본적인 요소를
The
시작
Uwu
세부적인
tribe.
부분까지 마음껏 조절할 수 있습니다. 이렇게 만들어진 외형은 다른 유저들과 공유할 수도 있습니다. 단순히 캐릭터를 만드는 것에서 끝나는 게 아니라 자신만의 개성을 뽐내고 서로의 창작물에서 영감을 얻어 캐릭터
Won't be much competition just being on mobile. First of all, I disagree. Mobile is one of the biggest markets in the world. Keep in mind, guys, just because you're not interested doesn't mean there's not a market there. Mobile is the biggest platform in China. And it's even big here in the United States. Second, that's not even true. For the millionth time, it's coming to PC. I need y'all to listen. Come on, chat. Keep up. Keep up. Keep up.
다시 꾸밀 수도 있죠. 여러분의 개성이 담긴 멋진 기계 사냥꾼의 모습.
The only thing that matters is whether the game is good or not.
프론티어스를
It's not ideal for it to be mobile focused, but the only thing that matters is if the game is good or
호라이즌
not.
스틸 프론티어스의 세상 속에서
Is the mobile market larger than the PC and the console? Yeah.
동료들과 함께
Yeah, mobile's big in China. It's also big in India too. Like PUBG's the biggest game over there in India, bro. There's a fucking billion people over there. You don't think they want a piece of that pie? That's why Sony's so focused on the live service. I would imagine it probably is in Brazil too, because consoles are super expensive down there. What up, Grumble?
공략하고 데드랜드의 기계 사냥꾼으로 살아가는 이야기. 여러분이 하루빨리 이 모험의 주인공이 되는 모습을 보고 싶습니다. 저희도 그날을 위해 최선을 다하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
He said everyone has a phone, not everyone has a PS4. Oh shit. Horizon Steel Frontiers. I didn't expect this game to be announced, but honestly, I think it has potential because the combat in the first two games, it's fun. It's definitely fun. Now you're getting to create your own character. I think what we'll take, it's got 1 million views too. So like people are interested in this. 1 million views in only 24 hours. If it's free to play, the microtransactions aren't too bad and it's optimized because the footage was looking a little rough. It's got to be optimized too. At bare minimum, I would say I'm interested. I wasn't expecting this, but I'm interested. But I could see the potential for some really cool raids because I will say, if you've never played the Horizon series, some of the best moments in the game is when you're fighting like the big T-Rex. And the way the combat works is because they're metal dinosaurs and like other creatures, you have to knock their armor off first
returns to mash.
Shout out to Brandon with the sub. You have to knock their armor off first, and then that opens up a weak spot where you can do extra damage before you can fully take them out. And there's usually multiple weak spots. So I can see that being fun to do with friends, like in raids and stuff like that. And I'd imagine because you're not playing as Aloy, you're probably playing as a weaker character. So it's going to require good coordination and teamwork. Like I said earlier, though, I just hope they don't repeat the boss fights from the base game. I would hate to see the same creatures. They got to introduce new animals, even if they're like made up, that are maybe unique to this Arizona area. And then it's got to have an interesting story too. Does this tie into the mainline story? Are we getting cameos and appearances from characters in the thing from the main game? It has potential. It has potential. That video is killing me. This is not my algorithm. I'm on my fucking. I don't even watch YouTube on this. It's. I swear I don't watch YouTube on this fucking account. I'm on my stream account, like, so it's just giving me random videos. Bring a fan walker up to the hut. It's fucking funny, dude. I watched it. It's pretty funny. This is not my algorithm. I don't know why it's suggesting me this shit. I've never liked a video on this account. The only thing I watch is the news. That's fucking funny. We gotta watch it now. I'm not clicking that shit because then if I do, it's gonna fuck up my algorithm, bro. It's gonna be nothing but chub chasers on the fucking algorithm. That's fucking funny, dude. So yeah, that's my first impressions. I would say I'll keep an eye on it. It's not what I expected, but it doesn't look half bad either. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what they're doing with Horizon. Shout out to all the chub chasers out there. I feel like because it's not on PlayStation, it won't have too much canon story parts in it. Yeah, I could see that because they're not. That's a really weird design choice. I feel like they should have put it on PlayStation, PC, mobile, just everything but Xbox, even the Ouya, just to fuck over Xbox. So that's a really weird design choice that they're not bringing it to PlayStation, but you know, to each its own. Is there like an ETA for this? Nah. Maybe 2020, late 26 or 27, maybe. Switch 2 as well. Oh no, I couldn't see Sony doing that, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. And other stuff in regards to Horizon, because like I said earlier, I didn't expect this. But according to this article, Sony's Horizon series was always thought about as a multiplayer game, says studio's head, following the MMO announcement. Despite being one of PlayStation's most prolific single-player games, developer Guerrilla Games has always thought about Horizon's franchise as a multiplayer game. That's coming from Guerrilla Games studio head Jen Bart Van Beek, who was resharing yesterday's announcement posted by Horizon's spin-off MMO, Still Frontiers. From the first moment we imagined Horizon, we always thought about it as a multiplayer game, they said. The studio exec added that last year's LEGO Horizon Adventures, which told a bricked up version of Aloy's initial outing in Zero Dawn, was the studio's first small step into Horizon's multiplayer offering. With Still Frontiers, we're taking a bigger one. The Guerrilla developer furthered before adding there is much more to come. Following the announcement yesterday, Bloomberg's Jason Schreier stated that NCSoft's Horizon game is different from Guerrilla's own multiplayer release, which is currently said to be in development in the studio. That one is Guerrilla's next big project, so there will be a third game, basically. I will say the one thing I noticed about the gameplay, it does look a little bit more fast-paced, which I think will have a bigger appeal to like casuals and stuff like that. I could see, because like some of y'all were in the chat were complaining that, oh, it's mobile only. I don't think it matters that much because, yeah, keep in mind, little kids got phones. Like I said, mobile's big in a lot of other countries outside of the US. It's also big in the US too. There's still millions of mobile gamers. But I can see like a little iPad. You don't think, remove yourself. I really need some of y'all to work on this. Remove yourself from the situation, not your personal interest, and think about the little kid who's got an iPad. Think about yourself as you were a little boy or a little girl. You see big fucking 100-foot dinosaurs and alligators, metallic alligators, giraffes that you get to fight with a created character that's possibly for free and you can play on your iPhone and Android as a kid. If I was a kid, I would have went crazy for that. So like, you got to remove yourself from that. The only thing I'm worried about is what's the business practice on this shit. Yeah, it'd be a day one for you as a kid. You got, especially you just hook up a controller or Bluetooth. Motherfuckers be looking at stuff too much. Not everything. One thing we got to work on as a society is not everything is made for you. A lot of y'all be putting y'all opinions somewhere where it's not even necessarily needed. They too busy on Roblox and the YouTube kids. These be the same niggas that play Roblox. That's the crazy part. Bro, mobile is one of the most popular gaming categories. It is. But yeah, just some food for thought. It has potential, I think. Not what I expected, but it does have potential. Next topic. Ubisoft has postponed its earnings report and temporarily halted trading of its shares, meaning you can't buy them. They will publish and resume all of this news in the coming days. This may or may not mean a big announcement in terms of the company. Now, why would Ubisoft halt trading on their shares and not share their earning reports for the past quarter? I'll break this down for you, ladies and gentlemen. Translation: this is corporate talk for We Are Poor. And you know, when a company as big as Ubisoft, when their back is against the wall, they're feeling kind of poor and they need to make some money, this would be the time to innovate, take risks. You have nothing to lose, so you might as well just put it all out there. So that way, if you do go out, you go out swinging. But I'm here to let everybody know there's a 95% chance that's not going to happen, and we're going to get another open world Ubisoft game with a bunch of shit on the map. Then they're going to blame you for not buying the game. You better hope them Saudis continue to fund your company. I don't know what the fuck is going on at Ubisoft. It's just a genuine question. Why does mobile games have better animations and better presentation, better everything? Why can't that be implemented into games better? I don't know about better. I will say they have different offerings to the console because it's a different demographic. And also you got to have a reason to get people to download it. But I don't know about better. Did you play Horizon Forbidden West? I think Forbidden West looked better than that game. Don't get me wrong. That game that they just announced looks good. But I think for Forbidden West, that was one of the best looking games of the last few years. Like the particle effects, the lighting, it really showed the power of the PS5. So I don't know about better, but because there's a lot of mobile games that look ass too. There's leaks for the next Far Cry game. I bet you'll have to climb a tower and then clear out 100 things on the map. It depends on the game. What else I got for you? Oh, speaking of Ubisoft, they need money, but they're not going to get money because they're giving away free copies of a actually really underrated Ubisoft game that I wish more people played. A lot of times people dunk on Ubisoft, but this is one game that I think deserved good sales, but a lot of people slept on it. And it's called Immortals: Fenyx Rising. It's actually free right now. Part of Ubisoft's Black Friday deal. So if you want to download it and check it out, you know, it's right there. Ubisoft is making its open world adventure Immortals: Fenyx Rising free on Windows PC starting Thursday. So right now it should be free because it's Friday. All you have to do is head over to the Ubisoft store in your browser or launch Ubisoft Connect and be logged into your Ubisoft account to claim it. So you can boot your Ubisoft account up right now and you can download this game. Now, why do I advocate for this game and I think it should sell better? If you've never played it and you're looking for something to play, Fenyx Rising is a mix between, I would say, Assassin's Creed, Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, with a hint of like Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's a mix of like a bunch of different games, and it's very silly and fun. It's just a fun action adventure puzzle game. If you like that Breath of the Wild, think of Breath of the Wild meets like Ratchet and Clank type shit with a combo system. Not as deep as Bayonetta or Devil May Cry, but deeper than your typical, I would say, RPG like this. It's a fun game. It's a fun game that I think a lot of people slept on, but unfortunately it was a new IP and Ubisoft didn't really push it that hard. But it's free. I'd say check it out if you haven't played it already. I wouldn't call it a Zelda clone. Yeah, also platforming. So that's why I said Ratchet and Clank. So like Mario type shit, you know. AC Odyssey specifically. Yeah, and then it's got a Greek theme to it. So a little AC Odyssey in there. But yeah, just putting y'all out there. If that's free, if you want to check it out, just go to Ubisoft Connect, pull up their launcher. In more positive news, ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest flops of 2024 is back. Concord. Sony's Concord is playable again thanks to fan-made custom servers. Concord was supposed to be Sony's next big live service game. It was a 5v5 hero shooter from Fireworks Studios, launched on PlayStation 5 and PC in August of 2024. Instead, it crashed out almost instantly. The game struggled to build an audience, reviews called out its lack of identity, and just weeks after launch, Sony announced it was pulling the plug, offering refunds and taking the game offline. Not long after that, Fireworks Studios itself was shut down, turning Concord into one of the fastest and most brutal live service failures we've ever seen. For most people, that was the end of the story. A $40 multiplayer game that became completely unplayable in a matter of weeks with its servers and studios both gone. This is why I don't know why so many people dick munch live service games. They could do that to that skate game tomorrow if they wanted to. If it ain't selling enough microtransactions, blue t-shirts, oh, they'll shut down the servers and you'll never play it again. Wow, we gotta stop supporting this shit. But anyways, besides the scene, behind the scenes though, a small group of developers in the community has been working on a way to bring Concord back in some form. After months of reverse engineering and server work, that effort has now hit a major milestone. Concord is running again on custom servers and full matches are playable. This new progress comes from a community project led by developers known as Red Open Wizard and GWOG. It's an announcement posted on the project's Discord server. Red shared that Concord is officially running through custom servers. This is thanks to a full rebuild of the game's backend API by Open Wizard, a major amount of reverse engineering work on Concord and its systems by Red, and additional help by GWOG, who assisted in fixing several major issues along the way. The team managed to get the main parts of the game working, including the main menu, characters loading, matchmaking, and even a full Clash Point match. Along with the announcement, they posted 2 gameplay videos showing the game fully booting and running on recreated servers. It's still early and buggy, but it works, and that alone is impressive considering Concord was never meant to run outside Sony's infrastructure. Now, me personally, I'm not going to play this again because there's too many other games to play, but what I will say is this is impressive, and this is passion, and this is dedication. So I'm going to go on a whim and say, gaming industry, if you are hiring, please hire these developers. GWOG or whoever this was that did it, Open Wizard, the guys who did this, because if they are passionate to resurrect a 6 out of 10, imagine what they could do for your franchise. Just some food for thought. Just some food for thought. If they'll do it for the mid shit, they'll do it for the good shit. So like what they did with the Gundam Evolution, I don't know. I didn't know they did that with Gundam Evolution. Skate is dead as fuck. Don't let the Skate fans say that. Somebody left a comment on my Skate video today saying that I was an idiot and that Skate, I don't understand. I don't like the game because Skate is for real Skate fans and I'm not of the culture. And I'm like, I don't know, man. First of all, I used to skate, but second, so I'm a little bit in tune with the culture. But second, I've seen a lot of videos from skaters, modern day skaters, who said this game is not in tune with it. I personally was unaware. Okay, so I skated when I was in middle and high school. And one thing I know that was, I don't know if it is now, but when I was a kid, what was big in the skate community is they cannot stand posers. They don't care if you're new. They don't care if you're an expert. As long as you're passionate about the culture and you're friendly, you're good at the skate park. It's a very welcoming community because it's usually a bunch of misfits, right? The only thing they don't like is fucking posers. I don't know if they use that word anymore, but that's what they used to use at the skate park that I used to go to. So I didn't know it made you a real skate fan and a real fan of the culture if you enjoy a video game where within the first 10 minutes of the game, you have to go to the microtransaction store 4 times. I didn't know that was skate culture. I didn't know. Apparently being anti-greed, anti-corporate cocksucking makes me a poser. I didn't know, so I apologize. I want to apologize to the skate community. I just didn't know. I didn't know. My bad. God damn, get Bezos' dick out your fucking mouth. Or Andrew Wilson in this case, because he's the CEO of EA. I love going to the store all the fucking time. I love the lack of story mode, the lack of multiplayer functionality outside of just roaming around. I love this shit, bro. I love that there's nothing to do besides do a kickflip off the stairs a million times. I love that a blue t-shirt costs $20. I love that they keep adding more to the store, but not adding more to the game. It gives me a fucking boner, bro. That's joke since the skate community hates skaters who go corporate shilling. Yeah, I'm like, bro, you don't know it. Just say you like the game, you bitch ass nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? I got nothing to do with skating. Is there any? Yeah, there's not even any pro skaters in the game. Like, what are you talking about? Ain't no Kareem Campbell in that B. Shit's a disappointment. But in other news, no point in making a high-spec Steam machine, Larian's publishing boss says, because anyone who wants a powerful PC is going to look elsewhere anyway. Valve unveiled the new Steam machine earlier this week, and it's cute, but it's not exactly a powerhouse PC. It's said to be a mid-tier PC. PC gaming hardware editor Jacob Riley, who understands this stuff far better than I ever will, called it. It's fairly underpowered, noting that it rocks just a 200-watt power supply, a fraction of the PSUs in most gaming rigs. A good friend of mine, a longtime PC gamer, asked me, why the hell would I ever want something like this? My answer simply was, you wouldn't. But that, according to Larian director of publishing Michael Dowse, and I agree wholeheartedly, is entirely the point. Valve isn't coming for committed PC gamers who know what they're doing and want the lights to dim when they fire up their tabletop fusion reactors. It's gunning for people who want Steam games on TV without any dicking around. Translation: this is a gaming PC for console gamers who refuse to build their own. I don't know how many times I have to repeat this. If you have a high-end PC, this is not necessarily for you. And you know how to build PCs, this is not necessarily for you. This is for somebody who heard about, this is about, the Steam Machine is a game console PC hybrid that is for that gamer in the Discord who all your friend group are PC gamers, but you got a couple that are still on console and they hear about all the amazing Steam sales. Wow, I just bought this game for $5. I just bought this game for $10. What? I just paid $70 for it. PlayStation never does that. It's for that friend in the fucking Discord in the group chat that hears about all the amazing shit that's going on, but is still too scared to build a PC for whatever reason, or they swear they don't have time for whatever the reason is that they don't want to build it. It's for them. And this is why I said this shit is a threat to the PlayStation 6. It is a threat to the next Xbox because everybody is aware of what goes on Steam. And you don't think that there's going to be a marketplace for people that hear about all these amazing Steam sales, the free online multiplayer. You can record gameplay and screenshots. It has its own voice. It has everything you need for fucking free. You don't think some of those console gamers are going to switch over? They're going to. It doesn't mean everybody will. There's going to be some people that are going to always ride or die with their platform, but some of them will, because some people just want the best product for their situation. I may indulge type shit. Bro, it's self-explanatory, but it's not, because critical thinking is at an all-time low. I want you guys to think about it. We're living in a country where there's a 99% chance that the president of the United States is a fucking pedophile. And half of the country is not calling for his head. At least an investigation. Because me personally, if somebody called me a pedophile, I would be trying to clear my name. Like, this nigga's not even trying to clear his name. He's trying to actively block the evidence. And half of the country doesn't even question that. Because my if you're innocent, my head is like, well, okay, prove it. Like, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. So that's on a grand scale. I know that has nothing to do with gaming, but I want you to really think about how bad. That's a simple example of critical thinking. Conflating those two things. You think these niggas is thinking about game consoles and shit on a critical level? Like, what are we talking about, bruh? What are we talking about? Oh my God. LOL, I've been seeing everyone saying the big, beautiful bill. I seen that shit too. That's funny, bruh. The double entendre. The big, beautiful bill. That shit's fucking funny. I have a PC and I'm looking to get this to reduce the load on my build, and especially with editing. There's that too. Maybe somebody wants a secondary. Maybe there's a PC gamer out there that has a whole souped up setup, but they want a second setup for the living room. Or how about, here's another market. I just thought of this off the top of my head. This could be for the family man, the family woman who has kids. And maybe the mom and the dad have gaming PCs, but the parents feel, and the kids want to get into gaming on PC, but the parents feel like it's too expensive. Because, you know, with PCs, you got to keep them clean. There's upkeep to it. Maybe the parents feel like that's too expensive, too much responsibility for the kid. This is a nice stopgap. Get them a Steam machine. Once again, friendly reminder, you gotta think outside yourself. It could be for them. Now, you know, little Johnny can play with his dad on PC gaming, but he doesn't have this super expensive setup that he has to maintain. Just some food for thought. If it's under 700, it's a definite for me. The fact that they're cutting corners in certain places, I think they're going to try to be competitive with the price. At least I hope. I'm getting this shit to play Stardew Valley at 250 frames per second on the couch. Real shit. Exactly. This is something I'd get for the kids. Because I mean, to add even more to the family man person.
Shut up, stupid little girl.
If I'm a dad.
Family Guy that hinted at Bill being bi cause he slept with both Peter and Louis.
Yo, shout out to Darth Misogyny with the $5 super chat. He said there's a joke on Family Guy that hinted at Bill being bi because he slept with both Peter and Louis. They might have known. You said they was foreshadowing? Oh, shit. That's what I was saying, though. If I was a dad, though, and my kids wanted to get into gaming, he knows I game on PC. I'm looking at all the different offerings. You have to pay for the online for Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. You know where I don't? Foreshadowing, yeah, chill. You know where I don't have to pay for the online? On Steam. So I mean, I could get the Steam machine for a kid, and I know I can get games for cheap. You could put the Game Pass on there as well, stuff like it's there's a market for it. There's a market for it. I feel like a lot of people probably felt the same thing about the Steam machine. And now look at it. Every company's making not the Steam machine, the Steam Deck, and now every company's making a Steam Deck clone. Because I mean, look at the Switch. The Switch came out, and the Switch was cool, but nobody was copying the Switch. The Steam Deck came out, and now everybody's copying the Steam Deck. So there's a market for it. 2K heads will stick to console, I believe. Probably. The only way 2K heads will switch and Madden heads is if they bring crossplay and the main version of 2K onto PC. But other than that, yeah, I think for people who enjoy single player games and games like Battlefield and Call of Duty and stuff like that, the Steam machine will be a viable option. Can I play Epic Games and GOG games on the Steam machine? In theory, you should be able to, because they said you'll be able to boot Windows. Steam machine is just the default OS, but you can boot other things on it too. Yo, shout out to OR with the sub.
Oblivion.
How does that all work? I mean, hopefully like Digital Foundry or some other tech company releases some videos showing what's the process of switching between different OSs or something like that. You can using Heroic Games Launcher. There you go. But they said you'll be able to run everything. GTA 5 roleplay about to see another renaissance. You know how many kids been waiting for something like this? That's right. There are a whole lot of kids that play GTA 5 on console. They'll be able to play it on PC, add the mods, roleplay with the Steam machine. You're right. There's going to be kids asking for the Steam machine. There's 100% a market for it. I'm assuming it'll have Discord. Yeah, Discord's on Linux. You said, oh, yeah, unfortunately, that means more sales for GTA 5. Valve said you can install Windows on the hard drive. Yeah, so it's a full-blown PC if you want it to be. It's just by default, it's gonna have the Steam OS, but it's what you want it to be. It sounds like it can be as easy to use as you like it, but then it has an advanced mode. It can be more advanced if you want it to be. And then also you'll be able to run other apps on it, which is cool. Shark cards are back, ladies and gentlemen. Shark cards are back. And then last but not least, if you're wondering why we haven't gotten a Steam Deck 2, they kind of doubled down on something they said months ago. Valve on the Steam Deck 2, we're not interested in 20, 30, or even 50% more performance. We want a truly next-gen advancement, explaining why they're holding off for now. Which is interesting, because 20, 30, I understand, but 50? If they put out something 50% more powerful than the Steam Deck, would that not be next-gen? That makes me wonder, how long are we going to have to wait until the Steam Deck 2 comes out? Because eventually the thing is going to become obsolete like anything else. And I think part of the appeal of it is it runs AAA games as a handheld. So they're going to have to update this eventually. When they do, I hope they find a way to update the form factor to make it a little bit more slimmer and less chunky. 2030 maybe. It's like, I wish they would come out and say specifically, we're not putting out a Steam Deck 2 until 2030. If they said that, I think I might pick up the Steam Deck. I'm like, all right, it's good for another 5 years. I guess I'm going to just get it. I'm personally worried I'm going to buy this and then they announce a new one, and that shit's going to piss me off, bro. I love the stream title. It's wavy. Yo, press one in the chat if you know who touched it in Miami. Oh, shit. The tech is getting smaller. I hope so. So that's the first batch of articles I got for